Unfortunately, he ended up single at the end of his experience.
And he will be.
Hi! Today we're talking about how many dates to give a woman before you say goodbye.
Oh.
A topic near and dear to my heart because I do date coach and date consult a lot of amazing men who are looking for love, who want to get married, who want to have children, but they don't know if sometimes they're cutting a woman off prematurely or if they are giving a woman too many dates. So today that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And there are actually two types of men who we have different kinds of date coaching advice for. Mm-hmm. This is a totally separate video than the one we did for women. Mm-hmm. We found that we could not combine the two because we have such different advice for both sexes.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing a totally separate one. We had asked in that last video, men, do you want one similar? And we got an overwhelming response of bachelors saying that we do.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
For man type number 1.
This is in no specific order. It's not that you're better than the number 2.
You're actually worse. No, I'm just kidding. No. But for man type number 1, you fit into this category if you have not been on a second date in a year.
Right.
Okay? You're the type of guy, you go on a million first dates. You just don't find that you have a connection with many women, if not any women at all, over the past year, and you're very quick to swipe left. You have just been on countless dates and you really feel like you're not connecting.
Right, and one of our former bachelors who was working with us, who's an incredible man, we will call him Joseph. And he is an incredible man, very successful, attractive, very smart.
Very
and
highly intelligent.
That may have come into play because he was overanalyzing everything.
Yeah.
He had pretty high standards of what he was looking for, and as matchmakers, we're used to that. He went on incredible dates with these incredible women who he actually had beautiful connections with most of them.
Yeah,
he
really good dates.
And that doesn't always...
I know, it doesn't always happen.
Because it's usually, you don't connect with everyone.
Yeah.
But this was different than his normal dating experience where he did tell us he would go on a lot of first dates. And
he just wouldn't connect.
Right.
So he was connecting with these women, but then you guys, when we tell you, he self-sabotaged himself out of every single one of those relationships. Yeah. It wasn't even to the level where they would have gotten into a relationship. He talked himself out of a second date for every single woman. He found something wrong and something detrimentally, and I say that in air quotes because nothing was detrimentally wrong with any of the women.
He told us all the reasons.
He told us all the reasons and we're like, yeah, that's not a deal breaker. You don't like an Instagram photo that she posted, not a reason to not even give her a second date. But he self-sabotaged himself. He was hyper analytical and he was way too judgmental.
Unfortunately, he ended up single at the end of his experience.
And he will be. No, but actually, if you are in this category, if you can relate to finding something wrong with every single person that you're meeting, you need to take a step back, take a real look at yourself, and change the way that you're dating.
Exactly.
Because you will end up alone forever.
No one's perfect. That's why I say to a lot of our bachelors who might fit this category, you want to deactivate Instagram if you're looking on that.
Absolutely.
Obviously, stop watching porn. We see so many photos of airbrush people all the time in our normal driving, let alone us finding it on our own. We don't have to. It's right on the billboard. We get desensitized to these perfect images of women too. So our bachelor, the story, it wasn't on that level. But for a lot of other men who have the same problem, it can be, oh, I'm just not attracted to her. Oh, just not attracted to her. And
Is
if it
this
happens,
unrealistic image of women, an unrealistic expectation of a partner?
It's true. It's true. And this isn't all guys. There are some men, especially who have been born and raised in LA, and unfortunately, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
But you do want to be careful with that and make sure that you're doing everything on your end to ensure that you're a healthy, functioning man who finds women generally attractive. And
yes.
You're not only going for an airbrush photo of someone who doesn't
Instagram model
exist.
Who literally does not even
exist.
like Kylie Jenner doesn't even look like Kylie Jenner.
Right.
So it's really important to remember that as you're dating and really self-regulate your social media usage, because if you're finding that you're just not physically attracted to normal women, there's something you gotta make a few changes. Or you might be gay, and that's okay too.
Well, and some men, it's fine if you're not attracted to everyone. That's totally fine. But if this is a constant pattern that's preventing you from going on second dates, there's something to look into.
To
Do
a little soul searching on.
To change.
Yes. The second type of man is the type of man that we just absolutely adore.
That's a quote from It Takes Two.
Whom I absolutely adore.
Clarice Kensington.
Oh, Clarice. For the second type of guy, Cristina, why don't you tell them about type man number 2?
Yes, man number 2 is the kind of man who doesn't really have a filter with who they're dating.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she likes me? Okay, now I date her.
Right.
Let's just keep dating her.
Right.
Okay.
And just creating an image of what you want her to be and trying to make her fit into that, possibly. This kind of man needs a little more of the pulling back from doing this. So this man needs to really evaluate, is he excited about asking this woman out again? Or is he just doing it because he wants to get married, or he wants her to be the one? If you really don't care about her and you just kind of want to fill that space in your life because you're lonely, that's not a good reason. You want to be enthusiastic about seeing the other person. Granted, all of your dates are not going to be butterflies and rainbows, but there should be a certain level of, yeah, I wonder what she's doing this weekend. I'd like to see her again. I don't know where this could go, but there should be that rather than, I don't care about her at all. I'm happy in my life as is. There's absolutely no draw for me to her. She's actually annoying. That's a sign that you should not continue dating her.
Yeah, I think with this kind of guy, a lot of times they want to really give the connection a chance,
which is good.
Yeah, they're like, well, like, because I'm thinking back to date feedback that we've gotten of men that are like this, type 2 men. They are like, listen, like, was I like over the moon about her? Meh. But like, I'm totally open to giving it a second date to see what happens. So our advice for you guys is to give it maximum 3 dates to really see if you do then become excited about the notion of going on more and more dates with this woman. We see that that's pretty much a really great parameter time that you're giving the woman a chance to really get to know her, and you're both relaxing more on the second date and on the third date, so that, you know, by the third date you can really make that decision if this is something that you want to pursue. Because as the man, you are going to be the pursuer, so you have to be like really jazzed about doing the pursuing.
Right, you're the leader of relationship and the pursuit, and you're spending time and money, and you'll be paying for the date. So that's why
Sure will.
It's important to do a cost-benefit analysis here.
Absolutely.
And for both types, if you're at all uncertain about how you feel about her, give her another chance.
Absolutely.
Even for type number 2, I want you to allow the uncertainty to give you then a reason why you shouldn't see her again or why you should see her again. So make sure you just go into that uncertainty, ask her out, and then you will get clarity. But you can't get clarity if you don't spend time with the person.
Absolutely.
You can't
will
discern.
then self-sabotage the potential connection with this woman because you will create a version of her in your brain that isn't actually aligned with reality.
Right. You're overanalyzing everything, and it's not, you're just not spending time with her. We need that person-to-person contact. Otherwise, there's absolutely no way to see if there's actually a long-lasting connection or not.
Totally. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. And as always, feel free to leave us comments below in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. We have a new video every single week with different dating advice for you.
Yes, and we have a lot that are specifically geared towards men.
Yes.
Make sure to send this to any of your guy friends who you feel like this would help, because dating isn't easy, and these are some great tips that will help them get to their relationship goals.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.